Greetings, I'm Demonac. Now let's slay the Spire. Alright, I'm going to try some more Slay the Spire because people seem to like it and I'm enjoying playing this game a lot. I'm probably just going to alternate classes, although I'm not sure I've actually beaten it as the Silent. I've played a number of games since last time, but I've tried different kinds of decks, but we'll see what comes up and go from there. So my options: obtain a random rare card. I don't like random. There are a lot of rare cards that are kind of junk unless you have the right combo components, and it's hard to do that. Starting from random, I guess I'd have it from the start so I could try and build towards it, but some of them aren't worth it. Random common relic, that's pretty okay for not giving anything up. Lose my 99 gold to remove 2 cards. That's okay, but I'd really much rather transform, actually, even though you can get duds with the transform because it's random, but just removing 2 cards without knowing what I've got, not that great. Lose your starting relic for a random boss relic. Again, the random boss relics have a lot of drawbacks, and this is a really good relic. I don't mind doing that as much as the Silent, because the starting with 2 extra cards isn't that critical. It's just 1 turn, whereas 6 health every fight is a big deal. I don't like losing all my gold, even though I would like to remove a strike or something. I love getting rid of Bash, except in the early matches when all you have is this crap, the Bash is actually kind of useful. It's just, as soon as you start having better cards, you want to get rid of it. I'm going to take the random common relic. I got the Whetstone, which just upgraded 2 random attacks, which was 2 strikes, which is pretty shit. Okay, off to a crap start. Let's go. I gotta pick a route. I maybe don't spend as much time on picking routes as I could. Just generally looking for, especially in the first arc, I really want more elites if possible to get more relics. You get the same number of chests in every path. You got more sort of question marks down the left. The shop's not going to do me much good this early on, unless I got good gold from a question mark. So I'm not going to prioritize these early shops. I'd actually go for more fights instead. Get cards. Question mark, question mark. The elites are on this side. Cross over there. I'm maybe gonna try and go down the middle here. Can't imagine I'm gonna get a whole ton of gold and end up using a shop, but alright, so it would take 16 damage to kill you straight up. I've got 15, 16, yeah, so you're toast. The other guy's not attacking this round. He's gonna do annoying stuff, but that's not gonna matter too much because he won't live long. On the other hand, I can't have many attacks in this hand because I just had all my stuff, so we'll double defend, so we take no damage, and we'll use one of the good strikes. Now we're weakened. Okay, so we triggered his armor now. They only get armor once. Once you triggered it, it goes away, so die, die, die. Oh, you're already dead. Okay. Cry is okay when it's upgraded, but even then it's not netting you a lot of card game, because you draw 1 card, and then place 1 card back, but the Warcry was itself a card which is expended, so it's, yeah. Like, I don't mind choosing a Warcry if it's coming upgraded for free, but this is not very good for most purposes. Flame Barrier is very expensive. It is kind of cool. Like, it costs 2, but it gives you a good chunk of block, and deals 4 counter damage to every attack that hits, like, for each hit that turn. So the combination is actually pretty good. It's worth paying 2 energy when the card is kind of doing everything. It's defending you and hurting things. It upgrades to, I don't know, like it upgrades to 6 damage, I think 16 blocks, so it's pretty sweet. Thunderclap is pretty good. I mean, giving all the enemies vulnerable is nice. It's only for 1 turn, so you kind of have to do this first and then do other stuff. I'm going to take the Flame Barriers. It's interesting to me, even though it's hard to combo it with much. I don't have enough money for the shot. Like, I could remove a card, but it's not that exciting yet, so well, man. Although, I do like removing cards. Do I go and remove the card? You know what? I am going to go just remove a card, even though I won't be able to buy anything. Options I can't buy: the puzzle, get to draw 3 cards on first hit, the paper frog, where enemies take even more damage when vulnerable, or the toolbox, which gives you a random colorless card at the start of your hand. I wouldn't pay that much money for that thing, even though it's an extra card. It's random. It's not like it's a free card or something that doesn't cost anything. The bandage would be like a lot of hit. If I bought a bandage right now, that would be worth a ton of hit points over the course of a run, but I don't think so. Juggernaut, I had this my last run that I played offline, and it's just it's so expensive to play. It upgrades to still cost 2, but deal 5 damage to a random enemy every time you gain block, and it wasn't worth it. Double tap is amazing. Of course, I don't have enough money to buy it, so no double tap for me. And Hemokinesis is on sale. It's interesting. I mean, at this stage, I could try and buy that. First, we're removing a card. And I gained a defensive card. I realize it's also kind of an offensive card. So the question is, do I take out a defend, which I'm not a big fan of, especially as the Ironclad. I figure I can deal without them. They're just, you need defense in your deck. But the actual defend card, I just personally, I hate every time I play it. It's after the first 5 battles or something. It's just, it is so little damage that it prevents. Like, one defend rarely stops an entire attack. You're always taking some damage through it. I'd love to have just as many defensive cards if I could replace these all with non-crap defensive cards, but I think I've got this, it's kind of expensive. I might actually remove the bash. I might regret that, because the bash does make them vulnerable for the next round. It's so expensive. No, let's just get rid of a defend. Screw you, defend. The theory is I remove the defend, and then now I should be more open to choosing defensive cards that come up. But of course, I can't afford even the Hemokinesis, which is on sale. And the Hemokinesis is okay. It's mostly there, like, if you have any combos for when you take life loss, then it becomes good. See, this guy, I'd have to do 2 defends and still take a point of damage from the first round. Or I can Flame Barrier, which costs us as much but blocks more and is going to do damage. So, obviously I'm doing that. Use my Good Strike. Okay, so we've got... I can bash him now. This is a good turn to bash him, actually, because he's not hitting me. And another upgraded strike. Those upgraded strikes are like a disappointing use of an artifact, but they are going to make it a lot easier in the early game here, as if that's a big issue. But so he's got a total of 12 health, so he's just super dead. He was still vulnerable from the last bash. What do we got? Flex is only good if you have limit breaks, basically. You could argue it for other things, but I'm not a huge fan of that. Seeing Red is a net energy gain, but it exhausts itself. Yeah, when you have card draw, that's good. True Grit is actually really good when it's upgraded, so you get to choose the card you're discarding. If I take it now, it is early enough that I could get it upgraded. It's just an investment, because exhausting a random card from your hand sucks ass until you can get this thing upgraded. I'm going to take it. You know what? I hardly ever get that card, but it's actually... I think it'll be a really good card as long as I get it upgraded. Okay, so I go here, there, and Campsite would upgrade that. Now, if I take this Elite, I don't get a Campsite. If I go question mark, dude, Campsite, Elite, and then I'm missing out on that Campsite. So what happens if I go this way? I get fewer question marks, but I get Elite 2 campsites by the time I get to that point, at which point I can then go, okay, we're going to go that way. Passing up the question mark now, but whatever. Neither of them is attacking first round. That's going to be bad news for the second round, but he's going to be dead, so it's going to work out okay. Smash. This game, I really like this game. It's got so many, like, options and stuff. Hey, Flame Barrier again. I could bash him, and that would be pretty good. Bash and defend, and I would take a little bit of damage. I'm going to heal 6 at the end of the fight. You know what? We're going to do that anyway, and I'll Flame Barrier next round if it's still needed. Oh, wait, my defend's been nerfed. Oh, well, I'll still, as long as I kill him next round, I will technically heal enough. Okay, I can't Flame Barrier last round. Sorry, if I make stupid decisions that seem to involve me retaining a card between turns, it's because last game I ended up actually taking the boss artifact, where you draw 1 less card, but you just don't discard anything at the end of turn. And I only took it because I had a pretty bad set of choices, but I actually really enjoyed that. It changes a lot of your deck building decisions a lot, because making combos is way easier if you can just hold on to that card until you have time. So it actually was, like, I think I've been undervaluing that thing, whatever it is, like the pyramid or something. It it was actually super good. That you run into your hand size sometimes. If you aren't getting enough energy to play your cards, or if your cards are too expensive, you can build up and run into the hand size or whatever it is, like 10 or something. But that sucks. But otherwise, no, it was awesome. Evolve, shuffle 2 wounds into your draw pile. Not a big fan. Whenever you draw a wound, draw 1 card. And then I think it upgrades to whenever you draw a wound, draw 2 cards. And that works for wounds that you get from other sources, obviously. So now, wounds are like a card drawing engine, which is super friggin' weird. Wounds are a dead card, but they don't actually do anything bad other than being a dead card. So this does kind of negate the problem with them. Okay, what else do we have? Disarm, enemy loses 2 strength, exhaust. Oh, that's for the whole fight. Okay, I was thinking, like, why is this so bad compared to, like, the Howl thing? It's, like, all enemies for 6, but this is permanent debuff of them. That's kind of interesting. Rupture, whenever you lose hit points from a card, gain 1 strength. Well, they would go with the Hemo thing. This is a really interesting point, because I could take... this is less of a strategy. This is just an okay card. Either of these would be sort of a strategy that might dictate my future choices somewhat. This is kind of a waste of time on its own. If you don't have anything in combos with it, though, it shouldn't be hurting you. It's just you spend 1 energy, and then later on you draw a wound, you get a card so that the wound doesn't hurt you. This is pretty good, but you have to lose HP from a card, not from getting hit. I mean, this needs more cards to support it. I think I'm going to take the Evolve. You can get cards to help support it, but whatever. It's going to be super weird. We'll see. We'll deal with it. We're going, question mark. Okay. Blue Helm. It's going to cost me 50 gold to remove a card. I have just enough. Was I planning on any more shops? Not any times. Oh, there are no more shops in this level. Well, that works out perfectly then. Yes, pray tell. Please remove a card from my deck. You know what? Can I get rid of the Bash yet? The vulnerable is going to be really relevant against elites. It's expensive, and the damage from it is not that good. But no, it's too early. I'll get rid of that at some point, but I'm going to get rid of a strike now. Wait, if I get rid of a strike, am I going to have not enough? I'm going to have 5 attacks, 4 defense cards, 1 weird friggin' thing, and 1 boat. Man, I want to remove a card, but I don't know which one. Bash doesn't upgrade that well either, eh? Okay, hold on. Where's that back? I can't go back because it's an event, and I can't see my deck. Which, I mean, I can see my deck, but I don't think I can click the card stuff like this. Okay, I'm gonna right click on this. If it deletes, then fine. No, right click doesn't do anything. That's good. Game design. I don't know if I want to get rid of that or a regular strike. I'm going to get rid of Bash. Whatever, it's expensive. Go to hell with Bash. Now I don't have any way to make things vulnerable, just in time for the elite. This would be a good guy to Bash. Not using this right now, that's for sure. Beatings. I'm probably going to take a whole bunch of damage from him, because that's his job. Every skill card I play will gain him 2 strength. That doesn't apply to other weird things. It's probably worth it for this. This is going to stop pretty much the whole attack. So, yeah. I mean, I am buffing him for the entire rest of the fight by 2. But it's stopping 12 damage now. That's a fair chunk. This is a power, not a skill. He's not going to give me wounds. I am going to reshuffle soon because my deck's pretty small. I'm going to take a beating. I don't know if this match is going to last long enough for that to come around, because I'm going to do 18, 25, or 24 damage to him right now. If I, 24... So I'm not going to kill him before I reshuffle, but when I reshuffle, am I going to get back that much? I'm going to play it, whatever. So it gives me those wounds, which are kind of pointless. Like, they're not even really gaining me anything, are they? Why did I even do that? Yeah, they actually don't help in any way. It just doesn't hurt. That was stupid. Okay, now that we've done that stupid thing, so he's only doing 8 this turn. I'm already not healing everything. If I could hit him for 12, which is not great. So no, I'm going to Flame Barrier, even though it makes him stronger for the rest of the fight. Hit him once, and then I'm going to hope I can kill him next turn. He's going to take 4 damage from attacking me. 15. I can Flame Barrier again. He'll actually hit me through the Flame Barrier this time. That's great. Oh, I have no attacks. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Great. I don't like that turn. That was not a good turn. The rest of my deck is all strikes, basically. Even if it's not all, even if I get a wound, I'll just draw a strike. So I guess we're going to hit him for, as long as I get the good strikes, I'm going to hit him for enough damage next turn. But yeah, no. I shouldn't even need them because he's taking 4 from this. Okay, good strike, dead. Unceasing Top. I have never had the Unceasing Top. I've heard it's broken. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. Okay, well, if I'm going to use that, I've got to get rid of the wound thing now. Thanks, that's great. Okay. So the Battle Trance helps me draw cards, and then I can't draw any additional cards, which would stop the Unceasing Top, so that's not great. Effective Strike involves having cards that have the word strike, which isn't just strikes. You can get rid of your strikes and replace them with twin strikes and pommel strikes, which are excellent. But, yeah, I don't know. Or the Sword Boomerang, which is 3 damage 3 times to a random enemy 3 times, which becomes good if you have any strength. That's expensive. Let's take the Sword Boomerang, because if we have the Unceasing Top, we should be trying to empty our hand. We're obviously going to Smith. But now I need to get rid of this stupid Evolve, because it doesn't combo. Worth a damn. I mean, I guess I could use the True Grit to exhaust it, or the wounds if I played it, but why would I play it? If I upgrade it, that's the thing. If it's upgraded, then it would be drawing 2 cards for every wound, which would be its own card drawing engine, but since I have the top, that doesn't make any sense. What's Sword Boomerang upgrades to 4 hits? That's okay. The Flame Barrier is, like I said, yeah, 16 block and 6 damage, which feels pretty strong at this time of the game, and most of my other things... Oh, no, wait. True Grit's the one I want, because now it's exhaust a specific card, not a random card. Now, that's a no-brainer. Even though I might want to upgrade some of the other things, that takes the card from being kind of a liability to an excellent, useful card. Okay. It can help get rid of curses and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, good stuff. So I want to go here, and then chest, upgrade, and then we'll see. Oh, we can remove a card or transform a card. Well, let's take the transform. I could upgrade a card too, but let's transform this Evolve into something that is not an Evolve. Thank you. Reckless Charge. Not a huge fan of the Reckless Charge, but okay. So Reckless Charge costs 0, does good damage, makes me vulnerable for 1 round. So the trick is obviously to just play it when there's no enemy that's going to attack me. But so if I go up here, it's 2 question marks and then stuff. But yeah, no, this way I get an extra camp, and I can still choose to go for the elite if nothing weird happens. Chest gives me a Peace Pipe. You may now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. Sweet. Rest site. Okay, so it is a separate... Okay. It is a separate action. A separate thingy to remove cards. But... removing cards is sometimes going to be better than upgrading. Like right now, I could upgrade the Restless Charge. Whoop-de-doo. Upgrade that. Upgrading the Flame Barrier. Kind of cool. Or... I could remove one of these defends. Do I want to remove one of the defends? Again, I want to maintain the same sort of amount of defense in the deck. I just want it to be cards that aren't garbage like defend. Like, the regular strikes are kind of better than the defend is. Even though other attacks are so infinitely better than strike. You can get attacks that are so vastly better than strike it boggles the mind. But a regular strike is still accomplishing something, whereas a regular defend is sometimes just like a waste of time, in a sense. Because like that 5 block is so little, you might as well just be trying to kill them. Sometimes. Again, this early in the game, using the defense is great. If you can do them and not take any damage, or take less damage than you have Burning Blood, then that's great. But do I want to remove a card now? I think I might be better off upgrading the Flame Barrier, right? Man, removing cards is good. I can remove the crap out of it. And I have the Unceasing Top, so I want to thin the shit out of my deck. Oh man, I'm gonna remove a defend because I hate defense, and If that's my flaw, then so be it. Go to hell, defend. The best defense is a strong, unceasing top, mostly. Okay, he's going to hit me for 13, and I don't want a reckless charge, because then he'll hit me for more. That's the problem. Like, this was a totally fine card my last run when I had the pyramid, so if I just didn't play it, I would just not discard it. You know, it's fine. But I don't want to take extra damage. He's got 47 hit points. I could just True Grit and get rid of that. It's fine. Probably just Flame Barrier. It's going to block almost all the damage. And then I'll just hit him and whatever. I could Reckless Charge it. No, I'm already down in health. If I'd like to take no damage and heal some. I'm not going to regen potion this one because it's too easy a fight. It's doing 8 now, so I only got 1 defend. For some reason my deck's low on defends. So I'm still going to take damage, but we're going to play that and Strike Plus, and we do the same amount of damage with Strike Plus or Sword Boomerang, so whatever. For 19? Well, die then. Not taking your 19 bullshit. Okay, Wild Strike. See, this would have worked with the other thing. Deals 12 damage to me, shuffles a wound into my draw pile, but that wound isn't actually a drawback if you have the Evolve thing. And if you upgraded the Evolve thing, which I could have done by now, then I'd actually draw more cards every time I had wounds. It just, the Unceasing Top I already have, and it's better, so whatever. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand and gain 5 block for each. Or the Flex. Well, Flex I can play for 0. That works with the Unceasing Top. But Second Wind would pretty much clear out my hand, potentially. And if I have no cards in my hand, I would draw a card. So, that seems good. I need to get the Angers and the 0-cost stuff, though. I get 5 block for each. For non-attack cards. I don't have that many non-attack cards right now. Yeah, right now that's not going to do anything much for me. No, this isn't going to be worth it. I guess I'm taking the Flex. Not a powerhouse, but the Wild Strike really interferes with my thing. The Flex could be useful, and it's hard for it to be a liability with the Spinning Top going on. Okay, let's take an elite fight here. Oh, what a shock is these guys. There's not as much choice of elites in the first act. They've got a normal distribution where one of them's doing damage and 2 of them are debuffing, so that's good. That's better than the alternative. They will screw up my top. I've never gotten to use the top yet either. It's going to take a lot of work to get this deck going for that. But, so I usually don't attack him first. I'm going to see if I can kill one of these guys before they can hit me. Because obviously I can't kill him before he hits me. So I'm going to go Smash. I guess I do more damage with this. It's going to be spread out, but that's fine. And then I'm going to True Grit, because that'll actually stop the whole attack, and I'll discard it. Oh, it's Exhaust, right? I'm going to exhaust a strike, actually. I have cut down the number, because it's not discard, it's exhaust. I've actually gotten rid of a lot of defense in my deck, so I should really not exhaust a defend unless I have to. 2 of them are attacking this round. I wish I had 1 more defend. Yeah, I know. Shut up. But a good Flame Barrier. And it'll stop most of the damage. Oh, you know what? I should have done that earlier. I'm not going to kill this fight soon. So let's Flame Barrier. And then I could Flex and hit for an extra 2 damage. Well, I'm going to be discarding it anyway. That Pyramid has messed me up. Because I'm thinking, well, I should just save this for a turn where I'm going to do more with it. But no, it is totally not. There's no point to saving anything ever. Okay, I'm going to keep working on this guy, even though I'm not going to finish him. It's fine. Is this potion? 2 strength. Yeah, let's save it for the boss. The plan is to try and use potions, okay? Use potions. I'm supposed to have a checklist going on. Let me just write in my checklist. Use potions. 0 cost is what I'm trying to... is my buying priority. Stuff that is, 0 cost that let me cycle to get my Spinning Top going. So Reckless Charge, if I was killing this guy, Reckless Charge would be great. I could kill this guy with it, but then I'm going to take extra damage. This thing is not my friend. Daze is going to go away as long as I don't discard it or something. I guess we're just going to defend. 9, 15. Yeah, we're nowhere near killing this guy. So let's just kill him and damage this guy, whatever. Yeah, I didn't choose that reckless charge. I'm just remembering, like, no, that happened randomly. Yes, we'll defend the craft this turn and then take damage next turn. I can't spinning top because I've got all these dazed in my hand, so they'll go away now, but of course we get more. Okay, can you do 33 damage to him? Of course not. We can True Grit and exhaust one of these dazed. I mean, it would go away anyhow, but that also means it's not a cost. I was sure right about the healing potion. This fight is not going particularly well. I'm in this awkward transition phase where I'm trying to design my deck to spinning top, but it sure as hell doesn't spin yet. Flex Sword Boomerang is pretty good. Do I want to do this before or after? Okay, he's 24, 11, I can't quite kill him. Sword's doing 5 each time. 11 plus 8 is 19 plus 5 is 24. Okay, I'm going to do these both. And then as long as one of the 3 hits that guy, I'll be okay. Excellent. Daze me all you want, but I'm still going to kill you probably. But not this turn. Whatever. You're going to run out of dazed, and then you're going to run out of hit points, and we're going to charge you. Dreamcatcher, whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. That kind of conflicts with the Peace Pipe, so that's great. If I could choose a minor artifact, I would pretty much never choose the resting ones, because I'd rather have something that works all the time. I think you've already figured that out if you know how I play games. I want permanent buffs. I don't want, like, temporary buffs. These are, like, weird conditional buffs. Thunderclap is okay. Juggernaut, too expensive. Whirlwind is excellent, though. I'm a very big fan of Whirlwind. Once it's upgraded, it's a very damaging attack, and it's just really flexible. Because, yeah, it's super good. It's a great AoE. Alright, we'll take question mark over normal attack. And it's a shop that I can't afford to remove a card, technically. Although I could have done that at a campsite. In fact, I can go and do that at a campsite. Is there anything I want? I can't afford any of these amazing bottles or the meh Onomori. I guess knowing you have this early on, you could do things differently in events. Enemy loses 9 strength for 1 turn. It's just single target howl. It's not that exciting. Panache. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. And this is 0 cost. Wow, I wish I could afford that. It would go well with my spinning top if I ever get the spinning top going. But the problem is, I don't have any crap to get my spinning top going. Should I take the War Cry? Because it actually helps with that. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. I've had this thing. It was okay. I ended up having to change it because of the way my deck was going, but I could see using this. I'm not paying for it right now, though. So do I remove one of these cards? At this point, I'd be removing either the Reckless Charge or the Strike. Probably this. I don't like that Reckless Charge. Probably just remove a Strike. Or I could buy the War Cry, which could potentially help me spinning top. I could buy the War Cry and the Pommel Strike. Pommel Strike is drawing a card, which is potentially good. War Cry is... It might help me top, but instead I'm just going to redraw the same card. No, that doesn't help. No, screw that. I'm going to buy the Pommel... no. Must remove cards. Must remove cards. Nothing there is that exciting. I only had 100 gold, so there wasn't so much I could do. If I had money for one of those bottles, it'd be awesome, but I'm busy removing cards. Okay, fight some do. He's hitting for 12 this turn, which means it's not a good turn to Reckless Charge. Although, if I flex, that's +2 strength. Reckless Charge him for 11, and I Whirlwind him... Oh, this is non-upgraded Whirlwind. Okay, I'd be Whirlwinding him for 7 times 3, which is only 21. Ew. I still do that, so I'm just going to defend and then do less, but yeah, we'll do that. What are my potions again? 2 strength. Yeah, no. Defend, flex, and double Whirlwind. And not going to vulnerable myself. Ow. More damage than I want to take already. Flame Barrier will stop all his damage, and then we'll attack, and yeah. Later in the game, we'll see if that Flame Barrier is any good at all, but right now it's cool. I think we'll True Grit the, we'll hit with 2 good strikes, and because of the debuff, I can't kill him this turn, so we're just gonna True Grit and discard the other Crap Strike. Or, sorry, Exhaust. Because of being exhausted, that's why we're not doing the defend. And then now we can Reckless Charge him, now that the 0 costness means nothing. Oh, he's still alive. Okay. Eat Whirlwind. Weak Potion. Weak. Cleave's pretty good. That's cheap damage to all enemies. Headbutt is really good. Headbutt helps you with combos later. Like, being able to get back, like, it gives you some much better card choice for setting up your next turn, and is still a pretty good attack. I'd kind of rather have the Cleave, but I think I'm going to go with the Headbutt. Perfected Strike is also, for 2 energy, it can do a ton of damage. But since I didn't take the Pommel Strike, I'm not invested in any, like, good attacks that count as strikes. I might end up removing the strikes from some event later, so I'm going to take the Headbutt. I can choose any of 3 campsites. Who cares? And I'm at 75, so I'm either going to remove a card or Smith. What can I upgrade? I don't care that. I'm probably going to get rid of that. Upgraded Headbutt is just 12 damage. Upgraded Whirlwind makes a big difference. That goes from 5 to 8 damage times however many hits. Flex goes up to 4 strength. It doesn't exhaust itself, right? So it's okay. Man, removing cards is awesome. But I think I need to upgrade my Whirlwind. I think that's going to pay off. Potentially even in the boss fight. So this is a boss, so we're going to, like, potion like crazy. That's the plan. Strength potion, sure, lasts the whole fight. Apply 3 weak. I don't think I need that right now. 10 damage, we'll see if we need that to break through. Okay. We don't need Flame Barrier right now, obviously. So we're going to flex, because it's wasting a card in my hand. And strike, because the Flame Barrier literally does nothing right now. I don't want to exhaust anything right now, though. Okay, now he's going to hit me for a crap ton of damage, so of course I don't have my thing. Reckless Charge, that'd be really stupid. So, probably... Oh, well, first off, we're going to weaken him now. Suck it! Then, probably just defend double Whirlwind. That's more of my strikes. Yeah, so good. Yeah, defend double Whirlwind. I've got the Sword Boomerang is hit for 15 for 1. And then this would be 23, so, okay, I actually do more damage if I Sword Boomerang him and then strike. And now he doesn't do his thing. Which means we can Reckless Charge. Doesn't matter if I'm vulnerable if he's not attacking. Which is why seeing the intents is important. Okay. Good stuff. So I've got no cards in my discard pile. Awesome. Now, if I want one of these cards back, I can totally do that. I don't have my strength right now. Deck's pretty lean for some reason. Having to do with the Peace Pipe, which is awesome. Not the Dreamcatcher so much. It's not as cool. He is going to do some counter damage. Well, I'm going to take some damage from him, but I mean, we full heal anyway, so I don't want to Sword Boomerang him. That's going to hurt too much. I'm going to defend, strike plus, and then, man, do I even... I guess I don't have a choice. I got to put something back on top, so I guess I'm putting a strike plus back on top. Okay, may wish I had kept that. I guess I'm taking the full 12 damage. I don't need this. This is just for making his phase shifts happen. So, 11 does slightly more than my other thing. Otherwise, Whirlwind, because it does more than those. Not Reckless Charging because I'll take more damage, which is bad. Okay, now he's got 40 hit points before he phase shifts. He's going to do a crap ton of damage, although the Flame Barrier is going to kick his ass right now. So that's I'll take a little tiny bit of damage. Or will I? Actually, he's doing 20 damage. If I grit, then I am actually not taking damage. So we're going to do we exhaust the flex? Because the card, whatever card I do this to is not coming back this fight. I mean, the flex is free. You draw like 5 cards a turn. Or can I just keep him down? I'm going to exhaust the defend, whatever. Psycho. Woo! Okay, only need 24 damage. This would do 30. So we've got him back changing modes. Oh, whoops. I actually should have Strike Plus because it's better. Oh, well, whatever. And then we'll Reckless Charge him right now because he's not attacking next turn. Alright. No Spinning Top use yet because I'm not getting the right stuff at all. He's got to do 9, so we don't want a Reckless Charge. We don't want a Sword Boomerang, so our turn is pretty much planned out. Ow. He's attacking twice, so Flame Barrier, pretty good. And I guess we flex and do Big Strike. Good Whirlwind for 0. Doesn't do me any good, but it is useful later for the Spinning Top. I can always dump the Whirlwind for 0 and get a new card. If I have, like, more card-drawing, energy-gaining stuff, it could be awesome. Okay, this is where I want... Oh, I've got no cards in my draw pile. Discard pile. Damn it. This is where I want to get that barrier back on top of it. Okay, he's at 67. I'm not going to hit him for 50 this turn, that's for sure. I'm going to True Grit, exhaust a Regular Strike. And yeah, he's a lot this turn. Let's defend and just headbutt. Get back. Maybe the defend. That True Grit is costing me, like, I don't know, whatever, True Grit. Oh, I get a new card if I do this. Yeah, that was stupid. Why did I even do that? I don't have enough zeros in here to make use of it. Okay, he's not attacking this turn. Reckless. Strike. Strike. Swordorang. That did give him 20 armor. Man, if I had Explosive Potion first, I guess he would have died, eh? Crap. I gotta put up a Sharp Hide, but, flex, because I'm discarded anyway. And Blade Barrier. Is there anything I want? Yeah, I want my Flame Barrier back. I'm just gonna keep cycling that. Oh, never mind, you're dead. Okay. Strength Potion, sure. Add card. Brutality. At 0, at the start of your turn, lose 1 hit point and draw 1 card. There are synergies you can have with that would be great. I don't really have it. Immolate is exhaust 1 card for 1 mana. If the chosen card was a status or curse, deal 10 damage to all enemies. This would have gone well with the wound strategy, because those are a status or curse. They're status. So we would be able to exhaust those and do the damage. I don't know if it's that exciting anyway. I don't think I want any of these cards. The Brutality is just more card draw. My deck's not set up for it, though. I'd just be taking 1 extra damage every turn. I'd be drawing more cards I can. No, I don't want any of those cards. What's the boss artifact? It's going to be very important. So, Burning Blood, so I get 4 more hit points every combat. Runic Cube, whenever you lose hit points, draw a card. That would combo some stuff. Or, for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 2 hit points whenever you enter. That's rest site only, so screw you. The extra healing might be good. I mean, this doesn't conflict with the top. In fact, if I had a deck full of zero-cost cycling stuff to use with the top, this might actually just be more and more cards, more and more damage, more and more engine. But if I already have the top for that, I think I'm just going to take the boring-ass, like, heal more. It'll help support my taking more defense out of my deck until hopefully I can get together an actual serious combo. Okay, Act 2, the city with a spinning top and a deck totally not designed for it yet.
If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.